So multiply 2 digits by 1 digit. Let's have a look. Okay, complete the calculations. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 20, therefore, is 60, right? Because we have the 6 here and we just need to put the 0 on. So then here, 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 is... Oh, yes, sorry, 24. So 1 times 80 is... 2 times 80 is... And 3 times 80 is... Good. Number track. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, and 200. There we go. Right. How many pairs are there in total? So we have 2 pairs here, 2 pairs here, 2 pairs here. In other words, 6. Yeah. 2 times 3 makes 6. I had 6 on my brain. There are 6 pairs in total. Okay, now we get on to more complicated stuff. So in each bag, there's 5 pairs, and each class, there's 4 bags. In other words, this is a bit like saying 5 times 4 times 3, okay? Because there's 5 pairs in a bag, then you have 4 of them, and then you times it by 3. Well, what's 5 times 4? 20. 20, and then times by 3, 60. Right, let's see what they tell us. So, yeah, 3 times 20 is 60. There are 60 pairs in total. Right, so we had the sum before, which said 60, yeah? So we know that this lot is 60. Okay? How many pairs are here below the red line? No, in total, how many? 6. So the total number of pairs must be 66. Okay? Let's calculate that. Right, I'll just rub this off, because I'm going on the fact that we already know there's 60 pairs there. Okay, but the other way of doing it is, so we know there's 20 pairs here and 2 pairs here. So we do 20 times 3. Okay, that's these 20, and these 20. 20 times 3 equals 60. And then there's 2 here in each group. So we do 2 times 3, which equals 6. And in total, that gives us 66. If you see this, you can do 3 times 2, 6, and then 3 times 2 again, giving you 66. You don't need to write it out the way I did. Okay, there are 66 pairs in total. Right, how many rolls are there in total? Each tray has 24 rolls. So you have 24. Now again, you can separate out the 20s and the 4s. So you can separate the tens and units. So you can have 20 times 2. What does that make? 40. And then the units, 4 times 2 equals 8. So our total is 48. So there's 48 rolls in total. Let's see how they explain it. Okay, yeah, they're looking at the 20s first. 2 times 20 equals 40. 2 times 4 equals 8. There are 48 rolls in total. Okay, and this is how you do it as a multiplication. Now you might think this is unnecessary, but it's good to know if you have more difficult equations. So 4 times 2, 8. 2 times 2, 4. There we go. Right, so they're going to ask us now to fill in this. So what would go in the tens? Yeah, we put 3 here. We put 3 here, and then in the ones, we put 1. Okay? Yeah, 3 tens and 1, 1. Oh, I see they're doing it like this. 3, 1, 3, and 1. Yeah? How many tens do we have in total here? 9 or 90. We have 9 tens or 90. How many ones do we have? 3. You can see that just by looking. Okay, so now they're going to do the equation. 31 times 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, 3 and 9. Good. Now it's the same equation, but 32 instead of 31. So you could just add 3. But let's have a look. Okay. So here we're going to put the same. We just have to add another cube here. Okay. And we put 32 instead here. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. There we go. Right, a short multiplication to match the counters. Okay, so you can see here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Okay, so that's how much we've got to multiply it by. Now, how much is there in one row? How much is this? 2 tens and 1 1. How much is that? 21, okay? We have to times that by 4. So in other words, we do 21 times 4. What's 4 times 1? What's 4 times 2? 8. So our answer is 84. 21 times 4. 4 and 8. Okay? Right. Complete the short multiplication. Can anyone remember? So I need to find the number that goes here. Needs to be a number which I can divide into 8 and 6. Can anyone tell me what that number is? Okay, does 4 go into 6? No, I need a number which goes into 8 and 6. What number goes into 8 and 6? 2. So I need to write 2 here, right? Because 2 can go into 8 and it can go into 6. So 6 can be divided by 2, 8 can be divided by 2. What number do I times by 2 to get 8? What is 8 divided by 2? 4. What is 6 divided by 2? 3. So you can see how I've had to work backwards. They'll show you now. So they did what you did, I think. So first of all, they made a mistake at first. They suggested 4, like you suggested. They wanted to put 4 there and 2 there. However, they'll soon change because they'll realize it's not possible. 4 times 2 does equal 8, so that's fine. There we go. However, 6. Oh, they can't multiply 4 to get 6, so that's the problem. 4 times what equals 6? Well, it is actually possible to make 60 with 4. Does anybody know how? Well, okay, first of all, just a side note. This is just a distraction, but anyway, 20 divided by 4, what does that give you? How many times does 4 go into 20? 2? 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, 5. 5 times 4 is 20, right? No, 5 times table. Okay, now, but we're doing 60. How many times does 20 go into 60? What's 6? Yeah. 60 divided by 20 equals 3. So what's 3 times 5? 15. So you could have 15 here. 15 does make 60. Okay, but you can't really put 15 here because you've got a 2 here. Yeah, so let's see what they say anyway. So they have their 60 here, and they divide it 4 ways, but then they have 2 tens, and you can't divide these 2 tens unless you make them into units. You can't divide them up. You can't just put these coins here. Yeah, you'd have to, because you've got 20 there, you'd have to put 5 in each, but they don't want you to do that. They want whole tens. So they decide, let's do it differently. Let's swap them around. 2 goes into 8 4 times, and 2, you can divide 60 easily enough by 2 to create 30 in each box, meaning 2 times 30 equals 60, in other words, 3. Okay, that's why it's just better to find a number which goes into both of these when you're calculating them.